Charity scams are a particularly cruel form of fraud because they exploit people's kindness and generosity. Seniors, who are often active in giving to causes they care about, are prime targets for criminals posing as charitable organizations. These scams typically appear after major natural disasters, health crises, or during holiday seasons when people are most inclined to donate. Scammers may call, email, or even visit in person, pretending to represent a well-known charity or inventing a completely fake organization. They use emotional appeals, such as helping children, supporting veterans, or aiding disaster victims, to create urgency and guilt. In many cases, the fraudster pressures seniors to donate immediately, often requesting money through gift cards, wire transfers, or direct access to bank details. Once the money is sent, it rarely reaches any real charitable cause. Another version of this scam occurs online through fake websites and social media campaigns. These fraudulent pages mimic legitimate charities by copying logos, mission statements, and photos. Seniors who are less familiar with online verification may donate, believing their money is going to a good cause, when in fact it is being pocketed by criminals. The impact is twofold. Not only do victims lose money, but real charities also suffer because donations are diverted away from genuine efforts. Seniors may also feel betrayed and ashamed, making them hesitant to give in the future, which ultimately harms the organizations that rely on their generosity. Warning signs include high-pressure tactics demanding immediate donations, vague details about how funds will be used, requests for untraceable payment methods, or charities with names very similar to well-known organizations. Unsolicited calls or emails asking for donations should also be treated with caution. How to stay safe. Before donating, seniors should research the charity using trusted sources like the Better Business Bureau's Wise Giving Alliance or Charity Navigator. Always donate through official websites and avoid giving money over the phone unless you initiated the call to a verified number. It's also wise to pay by credit card, which offers added protection against fraud, instead of cash, gift cards, or wire transfers. By carefully verifying charities and resisting high-pressure appeals, seniors can ensure their generosity truly makes a positive impact, while avoiding scams that prey on their goodwill. With the rise of e-commerce, online shopping and delivery scams have become increasingly common, especially among seniors who may not be as familiar with spotting fraudulent websites or fake messages. Scammers exploit the convenience of shopping from home by setting up phony online stores, sending fake delivery notifications, or offering deals that are too good to be true. In one common version, seniors come across online ads for discounted products, such as medical devices, household goods, or even pets. These fraudulent websites often look professional, complete with product images, customer reviews, and secure-looking payment pages. However, after placing an order, the victim either receives nothing, gets counterfeit goods, or finds their credit card information stolen and misused. Another widespread tactic involves fake delivery notifications. Seniors may receive emails or text messages claiming that a package is delayed, requires address confirmation, or needs an additional delivery fee to be released. The message usually contains a link leading to a phishing site designed to capture credit card details or install malware on the device. Since many seniors rely on home delivery for prescriptions, groceries, or essential items, these messages can appear convincing and urgent. The risks go beyond financial loss. Fraudulent sites often harvest personal information, such as home addresses, phone numbers, and payment data, which can later be used for identity theft. Repeated scams may also cause emotional distress, leaving seniors reluctant to shop online at all. Warning signs include websites with poor grammar, no contact information, unusually low prices, or demands for payment through untraceable methods like wire transfers or gift cards. Fake delivery messages often come from unfamiliar phone numbers or email addresses and may include suspicious links. How to stay safe. Seniors should only shop from reputable websites with established reputations and secure payment methods. Look for HTTPS and a padlock icon in the browser. If a delivery message arrives unexpectedly, avoid clicking links. Instead, check directly with the courier service through their official website or customer service line. It's also wise to use credit cards rather than debit cards for online purchases, as they offer stronger fraud protection. By practicing caution and verifying all online transactions, seniors can enjoy the benefits of online shopping while avoiding scams that threaten both their wallets and peace of mind. One of the most alarming scams affecting older adults is impersonation fraud, where criminals pose as trusted family members, government officials, or law enforcement officers to trick seniors into sending money or sharing personal details. Because these scams use authority or emotional manipulation, they can be especially effective and devastating. A common version is the grandparent scam. Seniors receive a call from someone pretending to be a grandchild or close relative in distress. The caller may say, "Grandma, it's me," and then describe being arrested, stranded abroad, or injured in an accident. To make it more convincing, scammers often research family details from social media. They beg the senior not to tell anyone else and urgently request money, usually through wire transfer, prepaid debit cards, or gift cards. Out of love and worry, many seniors comply before realizing the call was fake. Another form involves impersonation of official agencies. Criminals pose as IRS agents, Medicare representatives, Social Security officers, or even police. They may claim there's a problem with the senior's benefits, taxes, or legal status. Threats of fines, arrest, or loss of benefits are common tactics to create fear. Victims are pressured to provide sensitive information or make immediate payments to resolve the issue. The danger lies in the emotional pressure these scams apply. Seniors often act quickly when told their loved one is in trouble or when threatened with legal consequences. Unfortunately, once money is sent, it is nearly impossible to recover. Warning signs include calls demanding secrecy, requests for payment through unconventional methods, like gift cards or cryptocurrency, and threats of immediate consequences. Legitimate agencies like the IRS or Social Security Administration will never call unexpectedly to demand money or threaten arrest. Similarly, real family members in distress would never forbid you from confirming the situation with others. How to stay safe: if you receive a call claiming to be from a relative in trouble, hang up and call the person directly at a known number. For official-looking calls, contact the agency using its verified phone line. Never provide financial information, social security numbers, or banking details over unsolicited calls. Discuss suspicious situations with trusted family members before acting. By recognizing the manipulation tactics and double-checking information, seniors can stop impersonation scams in their tracks and avoid both emotional and financial harm. Investment and lottery scams are two of the most common financial traps targeting older adults, often promising wealth, security, or sudden windfalls that seem too good to ignore. These scams exploit the hope of financial stability in retirement and the belief that a single lucky break can change everything. Unfortunately, many seniors lose significant amounts of money to these schemes every year. Investment scams typically involve fraudulent offers of high returns with little or no risk. Criminals may pose as financial advisors, stockbrokers, or representatives of once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. They lure victims with promises of guaranteed income, secret investment strategies, or exclusive access to real estate, cryptocurrency, or precious metals. In reality, these schemes are either completely fake or structured like Ponzi schemes, where money from new investors is used to pay earlier ones until the scam collapses. By the time the fraud is uncovered, seniors may have lost retirement savings with no chance of recovery. Lottery and sweepstakes scams follow a slightly different pattern but are equally damaging. Seniors may receive a phone call, letter, email, or even social media message claiming they've won a large prize, often millions of dollars or a luxury vacation. To claim the prize, victims are told they must first pay processing fees, taxes, or insurance costs. Once money is sent, more demands usually follow, with excuses that the payment was insufficient or additional requirements must be met. Of course, no prize ever exists. Warning signs include unsolicited investment opportunities promising guaranteed or risk-free returns, pressure to act quickly, requests for secrecy, or demands to pay fees upfront for lottery winnings. Legitimate investments always carry some risk, and real lotteries never ask winners to pay money in advance. How to stay safe. Seniors should be skeptical of any financial opportunity that seems too good to be true. Always research investments through trusted financial institutions and consult a licensed advisor before committing money. For lottery claims, remember that you can't win a contest you didn't enter, and real lotteries never request fees to release winnings. It's also wise to discuss financial decisions with family or a trusted friend to gain an objective perspective. By staying cautious and verifying all financial offers, seniors can avoid falling victim to these scams and protect their hard-earned savings. Romance scams are among the most emotionally damaging frauds targeting older adults. These scams prey on loneliness, trust, and the natural human desire for companionship. Seniors are particularly vulnerable because many use social media, dating sites, or messaging apps to stay connected, sometimes without realizing how easy it is for criminals to create fake identities. The scam typically begins with an innocent message or friend request from someone who appears charming, trustworthy, and genuinely interested. Scammers often use stolen photos and fabricated profiles to pose as successful professionals, military personnel, or widowed individuals seeking love. Over time, they build an emotional connection, sending daily messages, sharing fabricated life stories, and making the senior feel valued and cared for. Once trust is established, the scammer introduces a financial hardship. They may claim to be stranded overseas, dealing with a medical emergency, or needing money to visit the victim in person. The requests often start small but grow into thousands of dollars over weeks or months. Tragically, some seniors have drained life savings or retirement funds believing they were helping a future partner. The manipulation can be devastating. Victims not only lose money but also suffer emotional trauma upon realizing that their relationship was a lie. Many feel too ashamed to tell family members, which allows the fraud to continue unchecked. Warning signs include reluctance to meet in person or video chat, excuses for why they can't travel, requests for secrecy, and sudden appeals for financial help. Scammers often insist on being paid through hard-to-trace methods such as gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. How to stay safe. Seniors should be cautious when forming online relationships. Never send money or share sensitive information with someone you haven't met face-to-face. Reverse image searches can help identify stolen photos used in fake profiles. Discuss new online connections with trusted friends or family, as an outside perspective often reveals red flags. If a relationship feels rushed, secretive, or centered around financial requests, it's likely a scam. Romance scams are heartbreaking because they exploit emotions rather than just finances. But by staying cautious, seeking support, and recognizing the warning signs, seniors can protect both their hearts and their financial security. Among the most common scams targeting seniors today are phishing emails and text messages. These scams are designed to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information such as bank account details, social security numbers, Medicare IDs, or login credentials. Because many older adults rely heavily on email and text communication, they can become easy targets for criminals who disguise themselves as trusted companies, government agencies, or even family members. Phishing attempts often appear highly convincing. Seniors may receive an email that looks like it's from their bank, Medicare, Social Security, or a well-known retailer. The message might claim that there's an urgent problem, such as suspicious activity detected on your account, your benefits are at risk, or a package delivery is pending. Similarly, phishing texts, sometimes called smishing, may contain links urging recipients to verify information or click to resolve an issue. Once clicked, these links often lead to fake websites designed to steal login credentials or install malware on the device. Scammers rely on fear, urgency, and trust. For example, a senior might receive an email claiming their bank account will be frozen unless they confirm their details immediately. In the rush to fix the problem, they may unknowingly hand over private information. Once obtained, criminals can drain bank accounts, steal identities, or sell the stolen data online. Warning signs of phishing include poor grammar or spelling errors, generic greetings like "Dear Customer," email addresses that don't match the official domain, or suspicious attachments and links. Texts from unknown numbers with shortened links are also a major red flag. How to stay safe? Seniors should remember that legitimate organizations will never ask for sensitive information through email or text. Do not click on links or download attachments from unknown sources. Instead, independently contact the company using a verified phone number or website to confirm the request. Enabling multi-factor authentication on accounts also adds an extra layer of security, making it harder for scammers to gain access even if they have your password. Phishing scams are becoming more sophisticated, but staying cautious, double-checking suspicious messages, and never rushing into urgent requests can protect seniors from falling victim to one of the most widespread forms of digital fraud. Another dangerous scam spreading quickly among older adults is the fake tech support call. These scams prey on seniors' lack of confidence with computers, smartphones, or internet security. Scammers pretend to be from reputable companies such as Microsoft, Apple, or even internet providers, and claim that the victim's device is infected with a virus, hacked, or at risk of shutting down. Their objective is to gain remote access to devices, steal sensitive data, or trick victims into paying for fake repair services. The scam usually starts with a phone call or a pop-up alert that appears while browsing the internet. The pop-up often looks official, warning that your computer is infected and urging you to call a toll-free number. Once the victim dials the number or answers a scammer's call, the fraudster uses fear and urgency to convince them that immediate action is required. Seniors may then be asked to install software that allows remote access, giving scammers full control of the device. Once inside, criminals can steal personal files, online banking passwords, email logins, and even plant malware that tracks keystrokes. In many cases, scammers also demand payment for unnecessary virus removal, charging anywhere from $100 to several $1,000s. Some continue to call back repeatedly, inventing new issues to extract more money. The red flags include unsolicited calls claiming to be from tech support, pop-ups urging you to call immediately, or requests for remote access. Legitimate tech companies do not make random calls about problems, nor do they demand payment in gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency, common tactics used by scammers. How to stay safe? If you get an unexpected call about your computer, hang up immediately. Do not click on suspicious pop-ups or call the numbers displayed. Never share passwords or give remote access unless you initiated contact with a verified service provider. If you believe your device may have an issue, reach out directly to a trusted local technician or your official device manufacturer. Installing reputable antivirus software and keeping devices updated also provides extra protection. Fake tech support scams exploit fear, but with awareness and caution, seniors can shut down these criminals before they cause financial loss or identity theft. One of the fastest-growing frauds targeting older adults today involves Medicare and health insurance scams. Because Medicare is a trusted government program used by nearly all seniors in the United States, criminals take advantage of this trust by posing as official representatives, health providers, or insurance agents. Their goal is to steal personal details, social security numbers, Medicare ID numbers, and bank information, which can then be used for identity theft or fraudulent medical billing. The scam typically begins with a phone call, email, or even a house visit where the scammer claims to be from Medicare or a related agency. They may say that your Medicare card needs to be updated, reissued, or replaced with a new one that requires payment or confirmation of sensitive details. In other cases, scammers may offer free medical equipment like braces, wheelchairs, or COVID-19 tests but insist they need your Medicare ID to process the order. Some even push fake health plans, convincing seniors to sign up for unnecessary or non-existent coverage. The danger of these scams is twofold. First, criminals can use the stolen information to bill Medicare for services or equipment never received, racking up thousands of dollars in false claims. Second, personal and banking details can be sold on the dark web, leading to long-term financial losses and credit issues. Seniors who fall victim may also lose legitimate coverage if their Medicare information is misused. Warning signs to watch out for include unsolicited calls from Medicare, requests for payment or banking information, pressure to act immediately, or offers that sound too good to be true. Remember, Medicare will never call you directly to ask for money or personal details, nor will they threaten to cancel your benefits. How to stay safe: never share your Medicare or Social Security number over the phone or email. If you receive a suspicious call, hang up and contact Medicare directly using the official number on your card. Shred old medical documents and bills to prevent information theft. Finally, discuss these risks with family members so they can help identify and stop potential scams early. By staying informed, cautious, and verifying all communications, seniors can protect their health benefits, finances, and peace of mind against one of the most widespread scams today.